How's it going, everybody? Doing an eating video here today. The pumpkin pie Pop-Tarts. I had thrown the box out, so. I did try it one on Friday. It's pretty good. Not much to Pop-Tarts. Actually has a decent, like, pumpkin pie taste, like those Enemans type pumpkin pies you'd get and stuff like that. I wonder how they would taste. I think I have one or two left. Like, still 2 packs or whatever the hell. See how they taste in the toaster. Some Gatorade Zero Glacier Cherry. Some of these Gatorade Zeros are actually good. They're just as good as the sugary versions. I still have it up. I just picked up the Contra. What was the anniversary collection? On the Xbox, it was on sale for $4. It has they did something to the Xbox, like Xbox One at least. I don't know if it's all of them. The interface or whatever looks different. Like the way the menus look are always fucking around. We can hear that too. The volume up. Yeah, it's Contra Anniversary Collection. I have the Castlevania one on the Switch. There's Contra, Super C, Super Contra, Contra Arcade, the Alien Wars on the Super Nintendo, Hardcore, on the Genesis, the original Game Boy one as well. I forget what that's called. And I don't know where overseas, if it was in all the PAL regions, but it's called, I think it was called Probotector over there. So they have the first one, I guess, and then it would be, I guess, the Alien Wars one I assume it's just the same. No, they're like robots, aren't they? I don't know. Anyone who's played those from over anywhere in the PAL region, I don't know if it was just in England or if it was everywhere in Europe. I'm pretty sure you use robots instead, right? Instead of whatever their names were, Bill and Lance. But it's like the same game. It's just, I guess you're using like two cyborg type things or something. I could be completely wrong. I'm not gonna eat that piece. It fell on the carpet. There's a lot of cat hair and stuff on the carpet now. And I don't feel like eating it. I'm filming this on Sunday. I don't know when it will go up. I had filmed a what I've been watching video Saturday night last night. I don't even know if I'm going to put that up, honestly. Not that it came out bad or anything, I don't know. And, but Denver was getting annihilated by Miami. I mean, I figured they would lose that game, but man, I don't know, their defense was good last year. It's fucking terrible this year. Yeah, it's getting carved up. So they're pretty much done. I'll probably do another recap video. Like I said, stink of losing on that team. You know. That and they brought Vance Joseph in as defensive coordinator. He was their coach for 2 years. I can't remember. It was before Fangio, I think. Fangio was on. I guess he's their defensive coordinator, the Dolphins' defensive coordinator now. But he knew defense clearly better than Vance Joseph because Denver's D was really good last year. They essentially have the same defense. I think one of their corners is out, but his system is clearly not working. The offense has been a tad better this year, but that's not to say they've done much of anything. But it's like Russell Wilson's not even having a bad year so far. But they're done. Like in reality, they need to literally just start from square one. Problem is, I thought they traded 2 first-rounders for Wilson, and then they gave up a first-rounder for Sean Payton to get him to be the coach. And obviously, that's off to a great start, but although I guess he's improved the offense a little bit. But I thought they had the Dolphins' first-round pick from last year when they traded them Bradley Chubb, I think it was. I think they used that pick for him, but I don't know if Denver has a first round pick in, April 24's draft. I don't know. But like I said, thankfully I've kind of distanced myself from Denver for years, so it doesn't really bother me. I think it always can be a little annoying, but I'm past that. with my sports teams. I mean, Miami's good. I wouldn't have even expected Denver to beat him, but I mean, I don't know what the score is now, but it was like 42-13. Two had thrown like one incomplete. Good for him, though, because I remember people were like, oh, why they waste a pick on him and all this shit when he came out, but he's been good. So far, what has he been in the league, 3 years? Oh, he had the concussion problems last year. It's the first time I turned my Xbox on in a little while. Honestly, right now, I almost have no interest in, like, newer games. Like, it's weird. I just don't care. I think when I eventually get a PS5, I think that will spike my interest again in playing games. Obviously, more modern stuff. But for now, especially after getting those Xbox games at the garage sale, I'm like focusing on my Xbox, original Xbox. I do want to do Simpsons Road Rage gameplay soon. I wanted to film it last night, but I couldn't. So, one of these nights, I'll try to get it up by the end of the week. But anyway, yeah, that is eating a Pop-Tarts vid. I made quite the mess here, but I got a vacuum anyway, so. And yeah, they're pretty good, the pumpkin pie ones. I wouldn't necessarily go to my way to get them, but they're not bad. And yeah, thanks everybody for checking this out, and have a good day. Actually, let's check the score real quick. I like going on the Instagram and just seeing the fans just are like, I'm done being a fan. It's like, no, you're not. You'll be back next year with hope, and then it'll be ruined 2 weeks into the season. Yeah, I mean, thankfully, as a Bronco fan, I got to see him win 3 Super Bowls, so. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how many years Denver misses the playoffs, or any team. Because your team can win the Super Bowl, and then the next year, everybody's still back to ragging on each other. Fans are ragging on each other. It doesn't matter. You won the Super Bowl, and it means something for about 5 minutes. I think with certain franchises, it would mean more. Like if the Lions won it, I think that would be something that would go on for a bit, and then eventually you forget about it, and then you're pissed off the next year if they don't win it. Look at this, what it says on ESPN. Dolphins Tua. I don't know how to say his last name. Tagovailoa. That's way off. Throwing bombs. No-look passes for TDs. He's actually throwing actual bombs. It's Mutant League football all over again. Let's see what the score is of this destruction. 49-13 now. Oh, and it's 49-13, and they're second and goal on the 10, unless that is not updated and they scored on that. Sometimes that happens. They show the touchdown, but they don't show that they're about to kick off. God, it's embarrassing. Their D should be ashamed of themselves. Let's see. End of the third, 49-13. No, it's just second and goal. I would assume they took him out of the game at this point. No, he was still in for that last one. This guy Mustard is ripping it up. If you have him on fantasy, he's got 4 touchdowns. Whew. And Wilson's 249, a touchdown and a pick. Not that he's doing terrible, but it doesn't really matter. Their running backs are ripping it up. Like, Denver's probably giving up 600 yards of total offense, I have to say. It's funny how the offense isn't doing much anyway, but they're getting destroyed, so it's a little, skewed, but their D is so bad now. Oh, so it's, Cortland Sutton, I know, coughed up one that led to a touchdown before the half for the Dolphins. Apparently he coughed up another one. Maybe it was this drive here, so he's another one. I'm just, these Broncos, I don't think any of the Broncos players are actually good. They honestly need to just blow up the team, not literally. Let's see the Dolphins. I don't know why I'm going into this now. I'm just curious. All right, so he's got 309 yards. He just threw another touchdown. It's 55-13 now, barring the extra point. They've run up 519 yards of total offense. If Denver's D has any freaking heart, they won't let him get 60. But I mean, if you don't fire the defensive coordinator after that game, losing to the Dolphins, whatever, they're a good team, but to just get annihilated now, they got the extra point. They've run for 210 yards, and they've passed for 309. If you have Tua as well, you've got a hell of a fantasy game. Both their running backs, even the other guy, I don't know, Devon Akane, he's got 128 yards and a touchdown. Mustard has 82 yards and 3 TDs. He has 7 catches for 60 yards and a TD. The other guy, actually, the other running back, has 2 receiving touchdowns. So if you started anyone, Tyreek Hill has 157 yards and a touchdown. If you started anybody on the Dolphins in fantasy, you're probably doing well, including their defense. But anyway, I just wanted to give a live. No, it's not going to be live because it's going to go up and that game's going to be forgotten already, but it was a destruction. We're going to say the Dolphins win 63-20. All right, anyway, guys, this is a Pop-Tarts eating video, and thanks for checking this out, and have a good day.